Hello and thank you for joining for another video. And we have more news coming from the New York Jets. They're very busy today. They're giving veteran defensive end Vinny Curry a one-year deal with a $1.3 million base and worth up to 1.75 million with fully guaranteed. So he has a chance to make an additional 700,000 with a sack and playoff incentives. So 1 year, 2 million max. So yeah, essentially what they're getting in this guy right here, Vinny Curry. He's coming over from the Philadelphia Eagles. He's been there. He's been in the league for 8 years. He spent 1 year at Tampa. But every other year he's been with the Philadelphia Eagles. So for 11 years he's been there. Throughout his career, he's totaled 32 and a half sacks. And so he's someone that, he's only played a full season one time, and that was going back to 2017. And that's where he had his most productive year, where he had 42 tackles, 3 sacks, and so 18 quarterback hits. So he's definitely someone that I wouldn't say that you want to start him, but you definitely wouldn't mind having them coming off your bench. And in the league where, okay, everybody wants to pass, you definitely want to have those guys that can come in, be fresh later in the game to get after the quarterback, help out with the run. So yeah, this is definitely a big move here. I like the fact that they threw in some playoff incentives here. I mean, um, the Jets must be selling some real stuff if they're believing that they're going to be a playoff team, next year. I mean, obviously anything could happen, and if it does happen, then that's great for Curry and the Jets. But the likelihood of him actually getting those playoff incentives, yeah, we'll see how that works out. But nevertheless, the Jets are doing what they have to do to become more competitive. Earlier, upgrading the running back position, here adding more depth to the defensive line, and we'll see what they continue to do, throughout the rest of free agency. More importantly, the draft. There's a lot of reports talking about the Jets having an interest in Justin Fields. I thought that they would have that interest in Zach Wilson. It could all be a smokescreen, but we'll see what direction the Jets end up taking. They also, there's been a lot of talk that they're going to stick with Sam Darnold. I don't know if that's the right move for them, but obviously I don't get paid to make those decisions. But personally, if you stick with Darnold, you kind of stuck with him for the next 2 years because I mean, who knows who's going to be coming out in next year's draft, and how we're gonna like them in terms of where they'll be a year from now. Obviously, some guys can step up between now and then, but I wouldn't want to have to bank on that. But if they believe that Sam Darnold is their guy, then they're gonna have to go all out to make sure that they give this guy some weapons because this is the prove it year right here. This is like if he doesn't do it this year, then I don't see him being the starter beyond this upcoming year if they choose to stick with him this upcoming year. But we'll see what direction the Jets go, and we'll keep an eye on that. But thank you so much for joining for this video. I really appreciate it and have a great rest of your day.